Hello, Cancer, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you about your path today, and I'm using a slightly different deck than normal. This is the Druidcraft deck, and we're going to stick with the same spread. See what comes up for you. Ooh, exciting. Prince of Wands for your energy this week. Right away my guides are saying the word quest. I love this card. There's a lot of warmth and excitement with it. But the idea that we're searching for something, we are headed towards something, grasping, wanting to grasp at something. So it's not so much about where you are this week, Cancer. It's about where you're headed, where you are moving towards, okay? It's about your direction more than it is your position. This is getting a bit physicsy, if not esoteric-y, but that's okay, right? All right, let's look at your beneficial energy, the Hanged Man. And let's look at the energy that challenges or holds you back, Seven of Cups. Now, I love this progression for you. I love that it's moving this way, that you're moving into that beneficial energy rather than away from it. So already that is a positive thing about this spread. Okay, I'm going to start with the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man is saying two things. First of all, it's saying, okay, I feel you're impatient. I feel you're fired up. I know you want this. I know you're going after your heart's desire. But let's take a breath. Let's cool your jets, Cancer. Let's just hang on a second. Because the Hanged Man is trying to bring up an alternate perspective for you. You may be very focused on this one ideal you want to achieve, something that you're perhaps trying to manifest or go after, relationship, outcome of a situation. And your Hanged Man is saying, okay, wait a second, let's just make sure we've got all the information here, and let's make sure that my arrow is directed true in the way that my soul wants me to go. We're talking about surrendering to the soul, and it's important that both soul and self are aligned in the direction you're going. Oftentimes when we have strong will or strong desire, or perhaps an impatience to kind of get over an impatience to resolve our past trauma, that we don't always think to check in with the upstairs, with our guidance, with our soul. When you are aligned with your soul and you're pointed in the right direction, everything opens effortlessly for you, and it will actually feel like you're doing nothing, okay? This surrendering to what your soul is asking of you, and I will get clarity on that in a second. Surrendering to the direction of what your soul is asking of you will cause synchronicities to happen, worlds to open up, lots of things to just get out of your way, and you won't feel pushing forward. All right, Seven of Cups. What are we talking about here? Seven of Cups is saying we're getting lost or seduced by too many choices, getting lost in too many delusions. Okay, now what I'm feeling like for some of you is that you have recognized all of these different choices and you have settled on one, and here you go. But at the same time, the universe says, well, wait a second, make sure that you've got all of it. Are you really okay with that one choice? Because there's a pause that the universe is asking you to do. I feel like there was something when you made that choice, there was something that was either thrown out or ignored or missed. So what's really tricky here is to master the energy of this Seven of Cups without getting stuck in it, okay? To be able to look at your options and to look at these other pieces of information or other wants that are coming to you, and being able to piece them together but still maintain that focus in moving forward, that focus in your direction. It could be very easy to get lost in the emotional, jeopardy is not the right word. Guys, give me a better word. It's the emotional kind of flip-flop. They're saying flotsam and jetsam, harkening back to the Little Mermaid movie. That's the first place I heard those words, and it was maybe 5 or 10 years before I realized they were actually words, not just the names of eels. Anyway, I'm digressing here. It would be very easy to get lost in the back and forth of emotions where, okay, it feels like when you're trying to move forward, if there's a stopper, then we start to doubt and we start to go, oh, maybe that I wanted this, maybe I wanted that. And you can kind of get lost in all these fantasies and indecision. And that's not the point. We're wanting to get to the higher octave of this, meaning we recognize we're moving forward in a very specific direction. Recognize that, okay, maybe my aim is a little bit off. Maybe I need to get a little bit more calibrated with my soul. And so I'm going to look back at more information, but I'm just going to quickly grab it and recalibrate. I'm not going to get lost back here. This is like the siren calling you into confusion. I'm not going to get lost back there, but I am going to grab the information I need from what I missed before. All right, let's get a little more clarity here. I'm just going to ask them to clarify this message. Justice, thank you, and the wheel. So I'm being compelled to ask you a big question. If you could have it go exactly how you want it to go, how would it go, Cancer? And I'm going to ask you that again. If you could have it go exactly the way you want it to go, how would that be? All right, that is the information that you need to make sure that your arrow is calibrated in the right direction. Okay? Not stuff that you're afraid might happen or that you think is going to happen. It's just, if you were writing this script, if you were the creator and you had the ultimate say, how would this go? How would this change for you? How would your world shift? Or how would everything get resolved? How would this go? And when you know the outcome, then you know the direction. Okay? Now, there's an element of needing to believe strongly in yourself that you can you can allow this outcome to happen. You can allow it to happen in a way that is easy for you, beneficial for you, and has no hangups. You can allow that. What tends to get in our way, where you might fall over the last hurdle, or you almost get there, but then we trip. That was kind of the same metaphor. We do that to ourselves. We're willing to believe it to a point that we can have exactly what we're desiring, but then there's just a little doubt, a little Iago that comes in at the end saying, nope, nope. And that's Iago from Shakespeare, not from The Lion King. So anyway, full of crazy references today. The Justice card is absolute, saying you absolutely deserve the best. You absolutely deserve to have this work out in your favor for you, but you have to believe in that absolute. Okay, there's no, well, kind of in my favor or sort of in my favor. It's no, absolutely in my favor. Oh, okay, Cancer, intense message there. But thank you so much for your time and your energy and for joining me in that reading. I look forward so much to seeing you here next week. And if you're curious to know how else I can enliven and encourage and support your soul journey, please check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. I'd love to work with you and see if there's anything else that you haven't realized that is a secret talent of yours. So I will look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good one, Cancer.